Alright, let's walk up here. Let's get off this water, okay? Don't run. Slowly walk. Ah! SO, give me traffic! SO, I'm just stabbed! SO, give me traffic. I'm bleeding. Show me hands! She's right here in the woods somewhere. Can we rescue? Spring kill.
Tonight, for the first time, we're seeing the dramatic body camera video showing the moments before a St. Lucie County Sheriff's deputy is stabbed in the neck after responding to a crash.
I'm still trying to figure out why it happened. What made you panic to... it was obviously something made you panic. And that's what we're trying to figure out. Do you remember doing anything?
What?
Do you remember doing anything, your actions? What made you panic? I know you remember something. You're breathing heavy.
Insurance. I don't have any.
Do you know where you're at? I'm Detective Dale with the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. Do you know where you're at?
On March 23, 2022, a Florida deputy responded to what seemed like a routine car accident near a beach, only to be brutally attacked by the very person he was trying to help. Leigha Michelle Day's shocking and violent ambush turned a rescue mission into a fight for survival. What led to this sudden act of violence? The body cam footage captures the intense moments as Florida deputies pursue and apprehend a 21-year-old woman moments after she brutally stabbed a fellow officer in the neck. The shocking attack, along with the events leading up to it, were all recorded, painting a vivid picture of how a routine traffic response spiraled into a life-threatening incident for a young officer. This gripping footage reveals the bravery and determination of law enforcement in the face of sudden, deadly danger.
Day 23. Hello. What's going on? Man, stop real quick. Possibly 1012, the signal 3 driver. What's going on? You don't know?
No.
Alright. Were you just in a crash? Ma'am, come up here. Don't walk away.
Wait, hold on.
No walking. Come over here. Okay? Walk upstairs, alright? Let's get out this water area.
I don't wanna. I'm scared.
Alright, let's walk up here. Let's get off this water, okay? Don't run. Slowly walk.
Before we begin, we want to express our deepest sympathies to the family and loved ones of Deputy Cody Colangelo, the victim in this harrowing case. Unlike many stories we cover, Deputy Colangelo survived his life-threatening injuries thanks to his remarkable quick thinking, which played a pivotal role in saving his own life. This story takes us to the Florida, known as the Sunshine State, is a southeastern U.S. state famous for its warm climate, beautiful beaches, and diverse cultural attractions. Regarding crime, Florida's overall crime rate has been declining in recent years. However, it still faces challenges, especially in urban areas where property crimes like burglary and larceny are more prevalent. Violent crimes such as aggravated assault, robbery, and homicide occur at a rate slightly above the national average. The incident unfolded around 11 p.m. on March 23, 2022, when the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office responded to the scene of a dramatic car crash in Jensen Beach, Florida. The crash occurred on Indian River Drive, a picturesque roadway skirting the shoreline of the Indian River Lagoon. Witnesses reported seeing 21-year-old Leigha Michelle Day driving recklessly, speeding past vehicles with little regard for safety. Her erratic behavior ended in catastrophe when she lost control of her Honda Civic. The car slammed into an oak tree and flipped multiple times, creating a thunderous noise that startled nearby residents.
I guess he ran off. Only car involved?
Yeah.
Single vehicle?
Yeah,
Alright.
ran.
Where's the driver at? Is he inside?
Ran off.
Oh, he took off?
A girl. They said it was a girl.
Okay, younger girl? Alright.
They said she went that way.
Who? Okay. I didn't see nobody walking either.
By the way, we post true crime stories and strange cases. If this interests you, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support means a lot and helps us continue sharing this content. The impact was so violent that it drew people from their homes, curious and alarmed about the commotion. Miraculously, Leigha managed to escape the wreckage by climbing out of a shattered window. Disoriented and agitated, she quickly fled the scene on foot. Witnesses who called 911 to report the crash described her erratic behavior and confirmed her attempt to leave the area. Officers soon arrived to begin their investigation, unaware of the danger that awaited them.
Anybody see the girl take off?
Yeah.
Alright. What was she wearing?
So she climbed out of the car. She was really disoriented, you know. She's like, I need to find my phone. And then I was like, you need to sit down. But she had a cut on her hand. But she was like, I gotta find my purse. And then she would be like restrained, and she just ran that way.
You have to put it in. Okay.
So we were in this car, and they're in that car, and we were coming this way.
Yeah, we're heading
35 miles an hour.
Okay.
And she passed them.
Us first.
So she was heading
this way.
She was headed southbound.
She passed us on the right, coming through the woods, and like then came in, and the car flipped about 2 or 3 times.
Just you seen her lose control?
Oh yeah.
Did she strike anything?
She almost hit us, you know?
Yeah, she went into the right. So she went into the bushes over there.
Yeah.
Okay. And you try to get her to stop and
I did, yeah. I was trying to get her to sit down, and I was like, you gotta sit down. She's like, I gotta find my phone. I need to get my keys on.
Alright.
Eyewitnesses painted a chaotic picture of the vehicle's wild, unpredictable movements just before the crash, describing its erratic path as it careened down the road. As Deputy Colangelo remained on the scene, talking with shocked onlookers, 2 other St. Lucie County officers were intensely tracking the suspect. Deputy John Lean Bush carefully examined the shoreline, following a trail of bare footprints pressed into the sand. Recognizing the suspect had already gained a significant lead, Deputy Cody Colangelo strategically drove about a mile north to begin a coordinated search. Their plan was methodical. Both officers would walk along the beach, gradually closing in to trap the fleeing driver between them.
How you doing? Sheriff's office. How we doing?
Fine.
Did you guys see a girl come down here?
We did. Thin, tall, dark hair, walking to the north.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, well, I got somebody in the car heading that way.
Okay.
So if she doubles back, then not yet. Maybe. It's low tide. I think it'll be all right.
What initially seemed like a routine traffic stop quickly spiraled into a dangerous confrontation. Deputy Colangelo approached the suspect with a calm, helpful demeanor, attempting to de-escalate the situation. However, his approach left him vulnerable to an unexpected and violent turn of events. In a sudden, shocking moment, Leigha Day pulled out a black butterfly knife and stabbed Deputy Colangelo.
Oh. Go ahead. Day 23. Hello. What's going on? Man, stop real quick. Possibly 1012, the signal free driver. What's going on?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Alright. Were you just in a crash? Ma'am, come up here. Don't walk away.
Wait. Hold on.
No walking. Come over here. Okay?
Okay.
Walk upstairs, alright? Let's get out this water area.
I don't wanna. I'm scared.
Alright, let's walk up here. Let's get off this water, okay? Don't run. Slowly walk.
After being wounded, the deputy managed to fire a single shot at Leigha, but missed in the chaos. Despite his injury, a knife wound to the neck, he maintained his position, applying pressure to stem the bleeding while awaiting backup. The moment Cody Colangelo's distress call crackled over the radio, Deputy Lean Bush's measured shoreline walk transformed into an all-out sprint. Driven by urgency and concern for his fellow officer, he raced towards the scene of the attack, every second counting.
That's what traffic! That's I'm just stabbed! So give me traffic, I'm bleeding. Show me hands! She's right here in the woods somewhere, can be rescued. Sprinkle.
After the officers pulled Leigha Day from the water, she initially appeared cooperative. However, her demeanor quickly changed as she dramatically dropped to the ground, stubbornly refusing to walk or comply with the officers' instructions.
I got it. Oh, she's awake now. Now she's awake.
What's that?
Now she's awake. Yeah.
So you do it old-fashioned way. Somebody get a leg, so the two of us grab her, walking right up.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Come down real quick. Need your help. I don't think she's gonna be a patient though. They just need help getting her up. Did one of you guys get stabbed?
Yes, not us. I think you guys are already out with our guy. Yeah, I didn't want to do this to two people.
Oh no, absolutely.
Too harder, not harder, right? Yes. I'm gonna guess. Put on the valve. Gross. I think she stabbed him.
She stabbed him?
Yeah. So just stabbed.
There's a hole big at the end of this stairway right here. Yeah. Crime scene, blood everywhere.
22-year-old Deputy Colangelo was rushed to HCA Longwood Hospital, where a team of surgeons fought to save his life. The butterfly knife had dangerously nicked his carotid artery, a critical blood vessel that supplies oxygen to the brain. Vascular surgeon Dr. Christopher Bennett performed a delicate, life-saving procedure, carefully harvesting a vein from Cody's leg to patch the wound caused by the knife. Dr. Bennett later explained the gravity of the situation, stating that if the knife had struck at a slightly different angle, traveling upward instead of downward, Deputy Colangelo would likely have died before reaching the hospital. He emphasized that the deputy's own quick thinking, applying immediate pressure to the wound, was absolutely crucial to his survival. While the medical team worked meticulously to repair the damage to the deputy's neck, Deputy Guerrero stood vigil outside the hospital. The attack hit particularly close to home for him, as he and Colangelo were close friends. During the ambulance ride, he remained by his friend's side, offering constant reassurance and support, repeatedly telling Colangelo that he was going to make it.
Immediately get to my patrol vehicle, go northbound, at which point I would say Cody was approximately a mile and a half north of us, north of me.
Good.
While en route, I observed Leckenbush running towards the scene in the direction of Cody, Deputy Colangelo. I stopped. He got into I told him to get in. He got into the back of my patrol, the rear to my patrol vehicle, and we took off. To Deputy Colangelo. I then observed Deputy Colangelo standing up, and there was blood all over his chest coming from his neck area. He was holding pressure with, I believe, 2 hands. What he told me is I went to go make contact with her, and she turned around and stabbed me. He pointed in the direction, which was on the east direction. He's like, she's in the woods. At this point, me and Leckenbush, Deputy Leckenbush, drew our service weapon and started calling commands out and tell her to come out with her hands up.
Leigha Day was also transported to St. Lucie Medical Center, where medical staff conducted a thorough examination. The hospital visit was primarily to check for crash-related injuries and to assess whether her earlier erratic behavior might have been influenced by drugs or alcohol.
Hey, wake up. You know where you're at? Huh? Do you know where you're at? I'm Detective Dale with the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office. Do you know where you're at? Do you know where you're at?
What's your name?
You okay? What's your first name?
No idea. Maybe in the car, but it's not really.
Did you smell any alcohol on the way up here by any chance? No? Okay. Her eyes are pinpoint.
Following her release from the hospital, Leigha Day was taken in for questioning by St. Lucie County detectives. The interrogation proved frustratingly unproductive. For nearly an hour, Day provided only the most minimal responses, often choosing to remain silent entirely. Detectives found themselves struggling to extract any meaningful information from her terse and evasive interview.
I'm still trying to figure out why it happened. What made you panic to... Only you can answer the panic. You were there. You know, it was obviously something made you panic. And that's what we're trying to figure out. You know, you don't seem like a bad person, you know. Go around and doing stuff, so something made you panic. And that's what we're trying to figure out. Do you remember doing anything?
What?
Do you remember doing anything, your actions? Okay. What made you panic? I know you remember something. You're breathing heavy.
Insurance. I don't have any.
You don't have no insurance?
Yeah, that's why I panicked.
Okay. So having no insurance, that's what made you run from the vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay.
A week after the incident, Deputy Colangelo found himself on the other side of the interrogation table, facing detectives for a comprehensive criminal use of force investigation. Unlike typical internal police reviews that often scrutinize excessive force, this investigation took an unusual approach. The detectives were intrigued by the opposite scenario: why Colangelo had fired only a single shot during the confrontation.
How many shots did you fire?
One round.
One round. After you fired the one round, did you think about firing another round, or why did you not fire another round?
At that point, because she started getting up the stairs, and I felt like if I was to continue shooting, I could put somebody else in it. I didn't have a good enough angle and shot. I feel like I didn't have a good enough, trying to explain it, to be able to get another round safely off towards her without putting a risk of anybody else.
Anybody else meaning your background?
Background, yes. Cars were still traveling up and down Indian River Drive during those hours.
The interview went deep into the deputy's decision-making process. Investigators methodically worked to understand the split-second choices Colangelo made during the intense encounter. Their primary focus was to determine whether he had taken all appropriate officer safety precautions to protect himself during the life-threatening situation.
Were you alarmed? Or let me ask you, did you ever ask to see her hands?
No.
Okay. In watching the video, initially she's down on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember where her hands were?
When I first saw her, I observed it looked like a black wallet in her hand.
Okay.
When I first walked up on the dock, because she wasn't hiding her hands when she was just walking around when I first saw her, so I didn't see any type of weapon.
Okay. When she she was down at the bottom of the deck, where were her hands at that time?
Behind her back.
Okay. When she walked past you and you were following her up, where did her hands go?
She started towards the front.
Okay. But could you actually see the palms of her hands?
No.
Okay. At that point, did anything cause any alarm in you? And the fact of she was standing like this in the video? And then when she passed you, she kind of moved them around. Did it cause any alarm or concern?
At the time, no, because she appeared to be under the influence of something. I assumed that she was just having, normally when you deal with someone on narcotics, at least in my experience, they have weird fidgetings with their body, and that's what I was assuming what's going on.
Okay.
Simultaneously, the investigative team was conducting a meticulous reconstruction of the events. Detectives fanned out across the neighborhood, systematically canvassing residents near the accident scene. They carefully retraced the steps of that night, walking the crime scene and piecing together a comprehensive narrative of what had transpired. Their investigation included exhaustive witness interviews, speaking to anyone who might have seen or heard anything unusual during the incident. One of their key stops was at the home of a man named Dean, the same individual who had been sitting on his dock with a friend when he witnessed Leigha running by on that fateful night.
She went down onto the beach, and we were sitting down here on our dock. So she walked up right at our feet, basically.
Okay.
And we didn't talk to her because she was just sort of staggering a little bit. And she stopped at the end of the dock and sort of did a 360 and then kept going.
Okay.
Deputy Colangelo then came down and said, "Did you see anybody come by here?" And we said, "Yes, there was a young woman. She just walked by, and she had been the only one there, so you can find her footprints there. They're the only ones.
Okay.
They'll take you right to her."
Okay.
And so he followed her down there. I offered to hold his shoes for him, but he said, "No, it's all right."
Dean's account was particularly interesting, as he had been an unexpected witness to a critical moment in the unfolding drama. The detectives listened intently, knowing that sometimes the most crucial evidence comes from the most unexpected sources. The investigation was methodical, comprehensive, and driven by a commitment to understanding every nuanced aspect of the incident, from Deputy Colangelo's actions to the sequence of events that led to the confrontation. The motivations behind Leigha Day's shocking attack on Deputy Cody Colangelo during that chilly spring night in 2022 remain shrouded in mystery. Prosecutors, after a thorough investigation, found no substantial history of violent criminal behavior in her past that might explain her extreme actions. Day's previous encounters with law enforcement had been relatively minor. In December 2019, she was charged with misdemeanor petty theft, a low-level offense that hardly suggested the capacity for such a violent outburst. Later, in August 2021, she was ticketed for driving without proof of insurance, resulting in a suspended driver's license. When questioned about her motives, Leigha offered only one explanation: she was terrified of potential jail time. However, legal experts later pointed out the irony of her response. Had she simply remained at the scene of the crash and cooperated with authorities, the potential consequences would have been surprisingly mild compared to the life-altering decision she made that night. "He would have been dead if he hadn't gotten medical attention," said Assistant State Attorney Robert Stone Jr., who prosecuted Day with Assistant State Attorney Jason Bruin. The legal system ultimately rendered its verdict in April 2024. A jury found the then 23-year-old Leigha Michelle Day guilty of attempted first-degree premeditated murder of Deputy Colangelo. The sentence was severe and unequivocal: life in prison, a testament to the gravity of her actions and the potential threat she posed to public safety. The case serves as a stark reminder of how quickly a routine traffic stop can escalate into a life-changing and life-threatening moment. It highlights the unpredictable nature of law enforcement work and the split-second decisions that can mean the difference between life and death. Deputy Colangelo's survival is nothing short of miraculous, a testament to his quick thinking, the skill of medical professionals, and perhaps a bit of divine intervention. His story underscores the risks that law enforcement officers face daily, often putting their lives on the line to protect and serve their communities. As with many criminal cases, this one leaves more questions than answers. What drives an individual to such an extreme act? What combination of circumstances, personal history, and mental state could lead someone to attempt to take the life of a law enforcement officer during what should have been a routine interaction? The case of Leigha Day and Cody Colangelo will likely be discussed and analyzed for years to come, serving as a complex and troubling example of the unpredictable nature of human behavior and the challenges faced by those in law enforcement. Let us know your thoughts about the case in the comments below. We work hard to gather evidence from reliable sources to bring you accurate and compelling stories about true crime. Your support means everything to us and keeps this channel going. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to stay connected with us. Be sure to click the notification bell as well so you never miss any of our future uploads. Until next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you again soon.